Yeah, so I had this queued up on my feed anyway. Appreciate you, Vessel. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Over a year. Vessel and I have been friends for, God, we've been friends for at least 6 years now, 5-6 years now. Guy's been with me basically my whole run through PvP. Absolute Giga Chad.
Yo, YouTube, Twitch. The homies tuning in at Twitch. I love y'all. I appreciate it. What's up? I'm back. Ish, yo, what's up? It's Vessel. It's time, boys. The time has come. I hate to be that way. I hate to be emotional, but let's get into it.
It's just sitting in his chat. It's literally the most recent chat. What the f? Bro, I'm just catching strays. It's bullshit. It's offensive. It's hurtful.
BDO is just not what it used to be. So I've been playing this for a while. As a matter of fact, we got the intro done. Let's just I've been playing this game for a while. We're looking at some stuff. We're gonna go over.
All right, he's skipping over it. Vessel's been playing this game longer than I think I have been playing this game. He is one of the few OG PvPer, OG streamers, OG content creators, OG everything. Everything about Vessel is like, this is what the epitome of what peak Black Desert Online performance looks like. This is what the average player that plays BDO looks like right here. Okay? This is how this person would act, say, do. This is the BDO community right here. And we've been best friends for years. At least it's the PvP scene. Okay?
Today's patch notes. And
he's been with me for a long time.
We played some RBF. I still love. Hi, YouTube. Hey, yeah, say hi, YouTube. What's up, Mike? Good idea.
He has more hair than you. That's what makes us different.
So, hi, YouTube. Oh, yeah. Like and share this video. It would really help with the algorithm, you guys.
It works.
I should ask him for gear advice. XD.
Vessel's gear advice is just gonna be, man, just go and grind. Doesn't matter what you wear, bro. Pearl Abyss is bullshit. Nothing matters anymore. That's what Vessel's gonna tell you if you ask him for gear advice.
Thank you, YouTube. You the real goats, YouTube. I don't even like Twitch. Okay, oh, we back now. Twitch, hey Twitch, they can't see this. I
You forgot to cut it out in post. I'm so proud of him.
Like y'all too. All right, we'll cut this out. We'll cut this out. Oh shit, I don't know how to edit. Okay, that's right. I don't edit. I remember now. Never mind. So many people doing RBF right now. They are, and that's how I know.
Honestly, this isn't bad. 2 full RBFs? Pretty good. Oh no, it's Node War. Node War just ended. Never mind. False positive. There's also an event going on, yeah. Whenever Node War ends, RBF, all of the people that didn't get enough PvP, the blood-hungry freaks that didn't get enough PvP, they go straight into RBF. Every time. But also, there's an event going on too. So
that's how I know that the game is, it's in a state. So you either one-shot somebody, or...
Velia 1.5 bill if you AFK. If you're actively fishing, it's more than 2 bill. No, you're not making 1.5 bill a day AFK fishing in Velia. You are not. Okay, you're making, it used to be that way. Nowadays, I'll be real. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. It's like 600 mil. I AFK for like 8 to 12 hours, roughly in the ballpark of like 600 mil. And I would say if I AFK all day, maybe it's 1.2. Maybe. But you ain't making 1.5. And you're not making, you ain't going, yeah, like it ain't that big. I think that they low-key tinfoil. I think they nerfed fishing. I do. I think that I was making way more money, even in exhausted zones before the Termian event. I was making way more money. Then, after the Termian event, I go back to go AFK fish, and I swear to God, I make less. Swear to God, I make less. And I have crazy mastery. I have insanely good mastery. I have the life skill mastery. I've got the fishing, like Lightstones, full Tripreon, pen, Manos fishing clothes, pen chair, cons hard on. Okay, and I'm guru. I don't know. I'm guru 26 fishing. Okay, I'm 2374 mastery. 2374. Technically, I'm higher than that. If I right click this, boom. I hate myself. I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, that's a tilter. I'm 2400. I don't care. I'm basically 2400 mastery. And dude, that's so annoying. I wish I wouldn't have checked. But I'm basically 2400 mastery. I don't make a crazy. I don't make a crazy amount of money. Is that enough for max auto fishing time reduction? Yeah, I have max auto fishing time reduction. I'm using a Balanos rod and I have a tier 4 pet.
Or you can't hurt them. And there's a very good reason for it. I'm just gonna look at where we're at. Like, I've gone up a bunch of AP. Everyone's gone up a bunch of AP. I'm looking at the new zones, and
I do 1.5 bill in like 18 hours after work. That's bullshit.
I want to take a second to.
I might try to AFK fish at Grana or Adonia and see if the abundant fish, I would probably catch a lot more.
Look to just run the numbers accordingly.
He's looking at it.
Look at Mike.
Oh no, Vessel! No. I want to be clear. I had right around where Vessel's gear score is. That's basically where my gear score was for a long time until I decided to swipe out of my penis hole. Okay, so this is where a lot of people that have played the game for like 9 years. Vessel has been very dedicated to BDO. He's played for a really long time. Anyone that's been in a guild with him knows he's a degenerate grinder. He always shows up to GVGs. He's always at Node Wars, always at Siege. This is a very active, one of the most veteran players that you can possibly have. This guy has 368, 430. Okay, so he's what, 798 gear score? Like that's pretty good.
I see.
He's not so far behind. I would say that Vessel, this is still top. He's probably top 10, 20% gear score players.
So what do I need? I have roughly 360, just over 365, and I need 395. So I only need 30 AP.
Oh, I need 38. Holy shit. 30 AP.
Okay. No problem. I used to be hard capped.
Yeah, he was, to be clear, when he was in Legatum and then intrinsic quality, dismantled, reforged, corrupt, vertex, all these guilds, he was basically hard capped gear. This guy had giga gear, bro. Like,
started doing.
I wasn't hard capped in Vertex or anything, but like he's always been in the top 5%.
I stopped doing Deboricas, and
right around the Debo grind is when he stopped grinding as much, because I did too. Because like, it, bro, everybody that remembers the Debo grind remembers how horrible that grind was. Having to grind to pen Debo before getting an upgrade was literally the most miserable, wanting to quit the game experience you've ever had in your entire life. It's horrible. And that's why I don't recommend players to do it today. It is slightly different today, no question. You don't have to grind at Ash Forest for like 400 hours, but like, damn.
May have sold one of my TED arms.
Retirement? I don't know. React to Hexiverse. Okay, we'll look at Hexiverse, Jevs.
So I should be 2 out of 4 tonight. So
we're peasants in YouTube chat. Blue, hit us. Go to Twitch. Blue, notice us, please. I see you guys on YouTube. The problem is I got complaints because there was too much chatting on the screen. People got upset about it. Even the YouTube chatters were like, yo, there's too many chats on the screen. I don't want to see that many chats. And since Twitch chat is the most active right now, I leave them on the screen.
Oh, but
I still read all 3.
At C20s. before anybody had. I had full C20.
Right now in Kick, they're telling me about, let's see, Blue, you're the greatest Black Desert Online Dark Knight player I have ever seen across all servers. Thank you so much for all you do for the community. No problem, man.
Before they ever made Fallen God armors and full pin accessories. I used to be hard capped, okay? But I just
You guys can't see it. It's not on the screen.
The itemization, the idea of Debo and Karazad, and you have to pay all these cron stones instead of being able to just grind it out and buy it on the marketplace. I hated that.
Yep, I hated that too.
I thought it was retarded. I'm just gonna say it. I try not. Oops.
No,
yeah,
it is retarded. Tell him, Messel.
But hey, so
I am gonna make a Kick account.
And
and
it's just
there just so I can fact check this BS from our Kick.
No, I have Kick Lasers. Like Kick Lasers the shit out of me. They're my best viewers.
come to this. It's come to this. I started
Aside from my YouTube viewers are also based as too.
grinding. I like the new expansion.
My Twitch viewers are just assholes.
I want to go into this. I don't want to be negative. I started grinding this new expansion.
Did everyone just see what what the
I don't want to be negative.
He has no presets up here. None. No quick access. He still uses the old menu. What a G.
I like the new expansion. I want to go into this.
He only uses the old menu. Neither do I. Yeah, but Don, you're Mexican. You can't even read the new menus in English. You're bro. This is ancient. I hate this menu.
I don't want to be negative. I
love the new menu.
This new expansion.
True.
I did get some time to grind it for my new job. I have a new job. Thank God.
He's a good sport.
I'm a technician, and it's working out well.
Well, good.
Thank you so much.
I was the one that originally told Vessel. I had to level with him. I said, Blue. he was upset because he was complaining because he was like, bro, Twitch isn't paying my bills. It's really rough, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, have you thought about getting a job? He's like, BDO is my job. And I'm like, bro, BDO can be nobody's job. Nobody makes enough money to live off this game. Fast forward 4 years. That didn't age well.
You know who you are. If you see this video, I appreciate you so much. I won't let you down. But anywho, I went to the first grind spot. Second,
it's ass. Okay.
I could have tried a third. I get it. Like,
no, we can't do the third one. He's gonna get rolled.
Thought the itemization looked weird here, and then by the time I got here, I'm like,
it's the same.
Okay, so everything's gated behind this.
Yep.
And you get these crystals. That's interesting. It's still just all debos, so the itemization is screwed. So the game isn't changing, but the if you notice one thing, the number in the AP is going up, 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 and you're.
One thing that nobody talks about, and this is part of the reason I'm just going to lift the curtain for you guys. All right. If you're in the top 1% of gear right now, you are pulling away from everybody else. And it is not close. And it's not because of how much silver per hour you're making, because you're making more silver per hour, way more silver per hour than them. The biggest reason that you are absolutely just hands down pulling away from everyone every week is because Adonia is weekly gated content. And every single week you can't do. You guys are all progressing one stone at a time. One gear piece at a time, one DP at a time. I'm getting 4 stones a week. That means 4 weeks of your time is 1 week of my time, and I don't even have to play the game. I literally just log in, do my weekly. I've already outcompeted you for the whole week. You could grind as much as you possibly want. It's not going to matter. You will not catch me because I have way more DP than you do. And I will continue to have more DP than you do. I'm full Triadonia armor at this point already. There's not very many other people on the server that could say that. And every week it will continue to get worse because it is time gated. It's weekly gated. So everyone that can only get 1 stone a week is unironically, the gap just keeps widening. I get 4 or 5 stones a week, which means I will progress through these early stages much, much faster than everyone else that is not progressing through these stages as quickly, right? Like everybody that's only getting 1 stone a week. Having 4 stones a week is insane, which is why I'm going to push. I'm going to get 5 stones a week because that's the maximum. Because then I can progress faster, literally faster than everybody else. And I don't even have to grind. I literally just sit there. I'll just do my weekly every week. Because once this is deck, you got to understand, in order to do Kafras, you have to have full deck Karazad. And you have to have full deck. You have to have 2 deck weapons, offhand and awakening or main hand. Okay. So in order to do Kafris, you literally have to have 2 deck weapons and full deck Karazhan. Well, you've already beaten the game at that point. There's no reason to continue grinding at that point because you can't get any more AP and DP is weekly gated. So you do your weekly gate and you're done. Okay. So like it, in my opinion, that's why I love the new expansion, but I also hate the new expansion. I hate the new expansion because it has massively widened the gap between a player like me and a player like a mid game to even early to mid, early late game players. Even late game players, huge gap between Zephian and the rest of the field. It's because he can do Kafris or he can do Karshan like I can. Are you playing Mystic Awakening or Succession? I play Suck Mystic because it does damage and is invincible. Which is better for PvE, PvP nowadays. I'm going to take the hot take and say that Suck Mystic is better at PvE than Awakening is. But Awakening has more AoE and is arguably more fun and easier to play. Succession requires actual fingers. You have to actually understand how to play it. I'm 637. I'm screwed. Well, I don't mean to be like a doomer. I'm not trying to like super doom on the game, but I understand where Vessel's coming from on this. I noticed this early. The moment that they said this is all going to be weekly gated bullshit, I was like, well, then I need to just pay to win. Because like I was not in a position, Don knows, other people know, I've been in guilds with all these people. I'm not in the top. I wasn't in the top. I was like Vessel's gear. I had solid gear, but I wasn't like crazy. I didn't have like insane gear like everybody else
that
did.
will make you pity every Adana armor you have from pen to deck, while people will one tap it and people will be happy cause of that.
No, but that's RNG, right? That's the same thing. Could see I could one tap Oct and you could pity Oct. It doesn't. We're taking RNG out of the equation here because overall law of averages, everyone should be roughly equivalent RNG, like roughly equal. You're gonna have to do it 4 times. It's gonna be hundreds of clicks. It should be roughly equal. Some people are going to get carried. Some people are up. But if you look at the average, for the most part, I have more attempts than you do. So on average, I'm going to beat you like 100%. And you will never catch me. Ever. Until I am hard stopped at deck on all 4 pieces. You will never catch it. And that's miserable. That's miserable for a new player to approach. I mean, how many of you just finished making all of your armor pieces from Aetherion? It took you 4 weeks to get like your Aetherion done, and then maybe you have 1 pry and like 3 bases, right? And that's if everything, and that's if your pry succeeded, right? Like I'm already at full try. I'm cooking. I'm running through this. Like I don't know. I'm full pry barely. Don, which boss do you do every week? Do you do Encelar or do you do Nymphomere? This is not good this is not a good player experience. It's miserable. It is. Like I am motivated to go out and grind right now, but see, I'm a top 1% player that is also like I'm motivated to go get my artifacts and stuff upgraded. Once I'm done with that and I have deck, I really don't have a reason to play the game. I'm going to because I love BDO, but like I don't know, man. So I'm a Nymphomere gamer. I'm a nymph gamer. I don't know if I would say it that way. Don, I don't know if I would say it like that. Don likes slaughtering Nagas. You see how that could sound pretty bad, Don? Like that you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful. And honestly, after you grind Nagas for 4 weeks, you've got Naga fatigue, so we're moving on.
Get more and more money in these grind
Remember
spots.
when so many said the time gate was fine? So about that.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Nobody said the time gate was fine. I have not seen anybody say that this time gated bullshit is fine. Imagine if the Adania pieces were on the drop table for the grind zones. So you could get 1 piece every 10 hours of grinding. 10 to 20 hours of grinding. You'd get 1 piece. That makes the system much more approachable. And also, we can say that you can have copium that a player could catch up. Right? I like we literally like you have copium that like if I grind really hard, I can catch up to a player like Blue or like Zethian or like Byrog, etc. You're new here. I'm gonna do you a favor here, brother. It was funny, and we laugh at jokes that are all kinds of borderline in this stream. I can't tell you how many times I've joked about Don Skeptic getting deported. He's never taken it personally because it's a joke. Sincerely, there's a streamer right next to me. I don't know who the it is. Just go check them out. I'm gonna do you a favor here. Just go ahead and move on. This is not the environment for you. This is not the atmosphere that you want to be in. I'm gonna save you from it. I'm beyond offended. No, you aren't. I've been in voice with you before. No, you're not. Y'all don't give a shit, bro. Families over there, bro. If they didn't say the F word, were they even being emotional about it? You know, like, did they actually mean it unless they said something, you know, like, I was in family for a while. I was around Druid and the rest of them. One of the things when I joined family is Don goes, hey, just so you're aware that sometimes some of the boys say gamer words. Are you guys cool with that? I said, Vessel's probably not going to be cool with it. I said, I don't really give that much of a shit.
Did not get his daily veiny Snickers.
Yeah. I said, Vessel's not going to like it. And he didn't, to be clear. But like, I was like, I don't really give a shit. Like, most people don't. The gamers are going to use gamer language. It's how gamers express themselves. It's not necessarily the best way to express themselves, but let's be honest with you. After dealing with censorship, for the first 3 years of being censored on everything I say and everybody taking everything offensively, I was with it. But I'm going to be real with you. After 10 years of constantly having my speech patrolled by Karens on the internet and in real life, I'm tired of this shit. Let people say what they want. I don't care anymore. Like, I legitimately don't give a shit anymore. It's so miserable. The tone policing got way too bad. I mean, nowadays, people are just, they get offended when you say the word retard. I'm like, oh, dude, that's all we have. That's all I've got.
It's gatekeeping other materials.
What about the kids? It's an 18+ stream. Go to sleep.
That make, that make your artifacts, which, by the way, the thing that makes you the most powerful, other than gear, is these stupid artifacts, right? Your gatekeep. Hey, Carl. Welcome to the YouTube video. So these artifacts need to be upgraded immediately if you want to be powerful. But I can't even go there. Stuff. And, well, I'm literally never going to be able to because I don't have time anymore. I'm just as a
Corporate wants you to tell us the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture.
mentioned. I finally got a job. I'm going to be retired from playing BDO 8 hours a day. That's it. That's the official announcement. Twitch already knew. But that's happened to the YouTube video. You're not going to have me running around autistically trying to fight in RBF for AOS, or I used to be on Arsha for years when Arsha was fun, in my opinion. He used to be able to flag in game. God, that was cool. Remember that, guys?
We used to be able to flag in game. God, that was cool. Remember that, guy? True, brother. So true. I'm going to tell you this. The sad state of Black Desert is that now that Vessel has a job where he's going to grind 8 hours a day at the job, he will probably, if he wanted to, progress faster in BDO working the job than he will playing the game. Brutal reality.
You can't do any of that, so I won't be running around in BDO for 8 hours a day doing that. I really want to say that this community in this game has been something else. I haven't played another game this much. Before this, I think the game that I liked the most, I played every MMO, so it's really hard, lol. I love, like, PvP wise, it'd be like Warhammer, but the game I was like addicted to, it would have been like EverQuest.
Vessel and I have been friends for a long time. I know Vessel like the back of my head. Yeah, he used to talk about that.
like the original Evercrack or EverQuest 2, for
Evercrack.
example. I was like addicted to that stuff. And this is BDO has been basically the same thing. So I did want to say thank you to all the people, all the support, all of you that were there in chat, all of you that watched this video. I won't be around nearly as much. I'll be around on the weekends at normal times. We'll get the schedule updated on the video. But yeah, no more full-time Black Desert player. And I'll be honest, couldn't have happened at a better time, because look at this garbage. Look at what they've done to this game. Sad. People said, yeah. It's just the end of an era. I don't think it's worth it anymore. You know what I mean? Like the community and all that. We love each other. It's perfect, but what they've done to the game is just changing it. Content.
It sounds so deep, but if you break down what he said, what they've done to the game is changing it. I mean, Vessel's high as a kite basically all the time. I love Vessel, bro. I love him.
Is for spenders.
He's
But
not
I have
wrong.
many YouTube videos, many buzzwords, and Kaiser and YouTube. We call this content.
That's good. That's really good. I'm actually upset that I didn't come up with that. It's so true, though.
So let's talk about what's happened in like the past
That
couple
was a
years.
gem. Yeah, that was beautiful. We're all going to coin that phrase, courtesy of Vessel Vision. Rights reserved. Patent pending.
Grinding an hour has gone from like $25 to $35 worth of value in game to $6.
God, I don't know where he got that figure from. That's crazy. I don't know where he got that figure. That's insane. He could have pulled that figure from anywhere. It could have been anybody, really.
IRL value, like US dollars.
Yep.
And it's essentially made it to where these crazy like packages and these crown stones that the people who pay to win and just go to work. Like, it makes more sense to just go grind and then give them money, and so that's happening, and these people are able to keep up with. I mean, I love you, Blue. These people are blue squadroning up, and they're able to keep up with like choice in them. And
what? Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that, bro. What are we doing? What is that, bro? We're blue squadroning up. No. Okay, I still play the video game, okay? It is what it is. We're Herculesing up. It's not me. It's not Copio. It's not me.
go to these places, but this is Renown 3.0. One of my videos I was going to make was called Renown 3.0 and explain how imbalanced all this actually is, but I don't have time to explain it.
He's 100% correct. What Renown was this system back in the day where the top 1% of players, you got more stats for having more gear score. So if you were lower gear score, you didn't get all those extra stats. And what it did was it widened the gap between the low end, mid end, even early late game players and the Giga end game players, right? Sound familiar? You got a bunch more stats because you were geared already. And that's the way that it went. Like, everybody else was just grinding to try to get to that point, but you were always just impossibly far ahead of them, and you were off to the next bracket already. Tax system, basically, yeah. And so nowadays, again, you relate this back to what I was saying before, where I'm getting 4 stones a week for the Adania content, and the rest of you are maybe getting 1. That means 4 weeks of your time is worth 1 week of my time, and I don't have to work for it anymore. I don't have to grind like you do. You have to continue to grind to get all the gear so that you can get to 4 stones a week, and your progress is slower than mine. I can do a lot less work and progress faster than you, at least with regards to my DP. Like, it's miserable. It's miserable. It is kind of like the old renown system in
To
that
you?
regard.
But the best way I can say this to you is, you will never kill somebody with these stats. Ever.
Blue, why'd you tag Mystic? No reason. I talked to them family boys and those digi boys. They're like, you need to play Hash, Mystic, Striker, or Berserker. And I was like, well, 3 of those are men, so I guess we're playing the Mystic.
Without like the same stats.
Fucking straight up.
It's just not gonna happen. So
Although I'll be honest with you, Sork pretty tanky now too.
there's too many stats in the game. They haven't reworked the PvP. They kept saying that I've been waiting next week. It's time to go, boys.
Sork is not tanky. Oh, sweetie, it's okay.
They had a RBF event this week. I'm on it this weekend. But
Sork just got more tanky with the most recent patch because she has evasion passives that help her scale with evasion very naturally. And now she has a skill that reduces your accuracy by 36 just by hitting you with the skill. So her evasion will be powerful. This allows Sork to build DR now, like in like mass. You can just stack DR and your evasion and DR are just so good that it's very difficult to kill them.
if you look at let's look at the itemization.
I see, but I'm DR. Yeah, exactly. So that's perfect. You build DR, and then your natural evasion that you get from the new shoes, like the Ator shoe, or I mean the Edonia shoes, bro, you're good. You have enough evasion with those. You're ahead enough of everybody else, and you're debuffing their accuracy. They have to put on an accuracy crystal to even hit you, which means they don't have enough AP to get through your DR.
First of all, the silent things never drop. These 2 shouldn't exist in the loot table for this place because you need more than that armor to even come here.
Awakening Ninja versus Awakening Mystic. Is there a chance to win? For the Ninja to win? The Ninja's basically never going to kill the Mystic. Assuming that they're of course, they're equal gear score. You're never going to kill it. Ever. You just won't kill her. She's just going to run through all of it. You'll CC her, you'll catch her, you'll grab her, whatever the fuck you're going to do. She's just going to stand back up.
Doesn't make sense. And this is even
1.1 viewers must be botted. Yo, they're catching on. Everybody spam W right now. Spam W, spam W, spam W, spam W. Bro, chill, bro. With no bots in here. None at all. Everybody, I paid good money for these bots. Spam W, thank you. Good. Excellent. Good. Nice. All right, there we are. Bury it. Okay, moving on.
these are even dropping at Carson. You'll never sell this shit.
You'll never sell
this.
True. Shit. Bro, they did not think this through.
Yep, look,
show
bro.
Yep, they did not think this through. How many of us were like, wait, this doesn't actually count. All of the numbers are inflated on Garmoth. Everything's bullshit. They didn't think any of this shit through. Like, this is all, it's all just bottomed out at min. Never gonna be sold ever. It's totally cooked. He spelled the storage wrong. That's my boy right there. That's Vessel, for sure. 79,000. The expansion had only been out less than a month. There's 79,000 at min price in less than a month. There's going to be millions of those. They're never going to sell. They're vendor trash.
There's only almost, we're on our way to 80,000. We have 79,000. I'm never going to sell this shit.
No, you're
but
not.
That's not 100 million. The grind spot's a lie. The itemization is garbage. This doesn't help the free-to-play players because everyone taps distorted, raw, and it's just all like
Duo's free.
It's what it feels like, fake mobile style itemization. Instead of making the game any better, they know it's bad, and they're releasing. I think, and I love the guy. I really do like the Kron King. I think he's funny, but I think the popularity of Hercules gave some.
Oh, thank God he's talking about Hercules. I didn't think he was going to be talking about anybody else better than Hercules for sure.
These guys, the wrong, it gave the wrong idea to marketing team for Pearl Abyss because they're 10 years.
No, it's not Hercules' fault. It's not my fault. It's not any of our fault. At the end of the day, if you've been playing the game for a long time, you rewind the clock 8 years, people would complain about pay to win. It wasn't nearly as bad. Like back in the day, people would complain about the enhancing system and we could tell them to just go buy their gear, right? Just go buy your gear. Now you can't buy your gear. At most, you can exchange Pendibos for Nuve Karazhan.
BDO today feel like a typical mobile game, but without the auto battle feature. Lol.
There's not a crazy difference between Odin, Valhalla Rising, and Black Desert, aside from the auto battle. There's open world PvP, there's bosses, there's end game PvP. In fact, there's more PvP in Odin than there is in BDO. Like, and there's actually dungeons and stuff, but it's really heavily monetized. But you look over at BDO and you're like, oh yeah, for sure. These other games like Throne and Liberty is more pay to win than BDO is. Not even close, not even a little bit. Throne and Liberty, not that it like toot their horn or anything. Throne's super pay to win too, but let's be honest with you. The only thing you can buy in Throne is your gear. And a free-to-play player can basically just play the game and get the battle pass and all the skins and everything they want off the Pearl shop or off the cash shop for free. They don't ever have to spend a dime, right? And also, you can't buy mastery. You can't buy rune upgrades. You can't buy any of that stuff. In BDO, you look at things that are monetized. Look at the amount of shit that's monetized in BDOs. Look at the ferry. The ferry is so poorly monetized, it makes you want to cry. Look at pets. You don't need pets in Throne of Liberty. You don't need to mod it. They just give you that stuff for free. The Amatoy is given to you for free. It picks up your loot. That's for granted. In BDO, they monetize the pets super heavily, especially for early game players who have to grind zones like Blood Wolf Settlement.
WoW has done it. Give me back 2016 BDO.
Yeah. So, like, they grind Blood Wolf Settlement. They feel like they need T4 pets, so they buy all tier 4 pets. Then they get to Hong them base, and they're like, well, what the f did I buy these pets for? And then they realize that the rest of the game, they don't actually need tier 4 pets, and it was a scam all along. Like, early game players are scammed into getting higher tier pets more quickly because those grind spots require better pets. It's bullshit. That's a scam. The ferry is a scam. Even like things like horse training, scam. You reset the horses. That's why I was pissed about the resetting the horses. And then like the rolling the skills, getting the... it used to be long time ago. The best way to pay to win in BDO was to buy horses off the marketplace and then roll the skills to make it a courser and then resell it for like a bill. And that's what you would do. And you would just keep doing that, right? All of life skilling, processing outfit, alchemy outfit, cooking outfit, all of that is pay to win. Obviously now all of your gear is all, we went from a system that didn't have very many cron stones. We used to laugh at people for using cron stones. And now when you open your gear wheel, point to something that doesn't require cron stones that you actually have to enhance. It's not possible. Spoiler alert. Okay, everything requires crons, and it's more crons than you've ever seen in your entire life. Like the amount of cron stones required to enhance these Karazots, to enhance these sovereigns, is unbelievably high. Like ridiculously high. And it used to not be like, you used to not have to buy cron stones all the time. You could just buy your gear, right? It was a tough progression line, but like now, again, and cron stones have been made easier and easier to get. For somebody like me, I was like, dude, these pay to win boxes, it used to be that we would only get these bundles, right? We would get these, oh God, bro, I can't even find one now. We would get these outfit bundles. I have not bought any of this stuff. I don't even know apparel. There we go. You have these outfit bundles and like these Hexa premium packs used to be the best things on the shop. Well, it was either pay 20 or 30 bucks or go grind for an hour, right? And most people weren't going to do that. But then they started coming out with these rolly boxes, and you look at these rolly boxes, dude, and I'm telling you, man, you do the math on some of these rolly boxes, it's retarded. Like these, every single time they come out with a new rolly box, these things are stupid, man. Like every single, the title boxes were stupid. The blacksmith boxes are stupid. And these are the best ways to get crons in the game. And it basically reduces the amount of, if you do it intelligently, like I used to, it reduces the amount of money that you spend per hour in BDO. Like you can either go grind for an hour or you can pay $6. And if you have a coupon, like a super coupon for it, like maybe you have Pearl's Blessings and you've got like the 40% discount coupon or whatever for it, it's even lower. It's It's ridiculous. So after a while, you're just like, well, man, he's not wrong. It is kind of monetized like a mobile game, like 100%. It's heavily monetized.
In, they're like full send it. I want you guys to have to pay to win to keep up. And
yeah, and people are wondering why I did it. It's because I don't have to spend any more money anymore. I'm gonna hit my deck awakening, and then I'm basically done with the game. I can do Coffrus, and I basically over like my armor is weekly gated, and I basically just chill and I AFK fish. You know, like that's all I would have to do technically. I'll keep playing the game, but like I don't have to do anything anymore.
All this stuff just kind of sucks in the grind spots, man. It's not very interesting.
It's like, I hate to say this, but it's like Pearl Abyss's solution to people piloting their accounts was to make it more profitable to give Pearl Abyss money than it would be to a pilot. Because piloting is a super big problem in the community. Most high-level players, most high-geared players, spoiler alert to everybody, if Pearl Abyss banned everybody at the high end that has piloted in the past or has RMT'd in some way, we would lose probably 65 to 70% of our top-end players that are all geared. Gone. Like they would just be vaporized off the planet. And the reason these people did this is because it was cheaper for them. They could pay $2 or $3 an hour to have someone grind on their account instead of AFK fishing. They've got this grinding for them for 8 hours, and you know they're paying pennies on the dollar to have that done. And their progression is so much faster, and that's how they got all their gear score. That's just how they do it. And so Pearl Abyss is looking over and they're like, well, maybe, we don't want to ban all of these people, but maybe we can just have them give us money instead. So we bring the essential value of Cronstones down. We make them gamble for it, which helps them it helps them get hooked on like buying more in the future because, you know, they're addicted to gambling, and we can exploit that. Like, I actually think that there is an element of this where like, okay, well, people are cheating and they're giving these other people money. What if they just gave us money instead and we just brought the value of pay to win down to a margin that was reasonable, right? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Bro, I'm traveling for a wedding and every single person I talk to about gonna take longer to get my anti-upgrades literally told me just Timmy. Yep. Shimco gets it. I've been in these top-end Siege guilds. I've been in these top-end PvP guilds. I've never piloted or RMT'd a single time in my BDO career. But I'll tell you, I had about the gear that Vessel did. And every single one of them was like, yo, I know a guy. He can hook you up. I know this guy. We have an agency. This guild has some guilds in BDO have literal agencies. They're like, yeah, these are our trusted go-to guys. Pay this guy. Yeah, like this. Do this, right? Like that's how a lot of them get the job done. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Grind spots themselves are fun. Like I like how they're finally all good grind spots. They're lore oriented. They're very
the agency.
Cool. I wish
the agency. No, that's an old meme.
I could go to them, but I don't even.
I saw this coming. To Vessel's credit, it basically washed over him like a wave. He probably came to this realization a week or two ago, and he's just now getting around to making the video. But like, I came to this realization long before Adania came out. That's why I just started. I was like, well, f it.
I have the stats to go to Orvita. I don't like. I'll never fight a fire toad. You know what I mean?
I love the fire toads.
Damn.
How do you RMT if you can't trade? I'm a noob. There's several ways you can RMT in BDO, and there's several ways that it was done in the past. I'm going to use one very specific instance because it was an extremely popular thing that people did a long time ago, but nobody will get in trouble for it today. I don't think, if I explain how it worked. So back in the day, there was something called sea monster hunting. And the reason I'm going to explain it this way is so that I don't explain a current way that you can RMT. So I'm not like literally like trying to like introduce like oh yeah, you could do that. Like, no, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use an old one that you can't do anymore. There used to be something called sea monster hunting in BDO. And there still is sea monster hunting, but it was different back then. There were no carrots or anything. You would ram sea monsters to death. And this was worth a lot of money. Okay, it would give it, but the money was distributed via guild funds. And at the end of the week, the way that you would make all your money is the guild would pay you out. Okay, so guild payouts. All right. And so what these players would do is a lot of players would hop guild to guild, do a sea monster quota, right? They would kill a certain amount of sea monsters, and then they would collect their payout for the week, and then they would leave, right? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. There was nothing wrong with the players that did that. But there were other players that decided that, what if I joined a guild and I paid them US dollars in exchange for a T10 payout, IRL silver, to get a bunch of gear, or to get a bunch of silver quickly, and then just drop guild right away, go to the next guild, and do it again. That is against terms of service. That is RMTing. There are ways to RMT and BDO. It's been exploited in the past and almost never banned, I'll be honest with you. When Perlibus does get credible evidence that somebody has RMT'd, usually they permaban that account, and it's not even it's not even a question. They permaban immediately. The problem is a lot of these people are careful about it. Sadly, for all of these people, I happen to have a spreadsheet of everybody that did it back in the day. How much they paid, when they did it, who they paid it to, and what service they used. I know who you are. Okay. Yeah. Sleep on that. That being said, there's a lot of people that have RMT'd or piloted back in the day. There are a lot of people, and that do it today. There's various ways that they can get it done today as well. And that's how a lot of people choose to pay to win. I mean, people can shame me all they want. Everything I did was well within the terms of service and very legal. I paid to win. I did. It was shameless. I paid to win. My gear was a pretty penny, but I didn't break terms of service.
They probably one-shot me, but I want to fight one. And if I do,
that was clever. I'm not gonna lie. That was clever though. I like
it. Demo? Like, what the? Cause shit.
Poor Vessel.
I don't know what they're doing.
I'm going to be honest. We're talking a lot of negatives about Adonia right now, so I'm going to try to be a little positive about it. I love the new grind zones. I think the new region is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I think they're very unique zones and very unique castles. Each of the boss fights are super fun, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think the biggest problems, like Vessel is addressing here, is the gate requirement to get into these zones, and also really just the gate requirement to get into the zones and the severe monetization turn that the game has taken.
I don't know who's in charge of this, but they're gatekeeping the heavy duty gear behind even more gear. They're making gear more important. They recently ruined
Actually, I feel like my gear has never been less important ever. I think that my artifacts, my lightstones, and my crystal setup is actually more important than the gear score that I'm wearing. Crazily enough.
PvP, which was the only form of fun PvP that was basically killed my guild and
release the files. No, I have to protect the files.
To Peace Iconic. I love you guys. Shout out to Iconic. Shout out to family. Any other? There's so many guilds I actually love in BDO. Shout out to just all the BDO homies. Anyone that isn't making it through these tough times and capped PvP. They ruined capped PvP because you can't hit evasion people. I can't hit DR people. They have too much of it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't hit DR people or evasion people. The classes that are tankiest in PvP right now are the evasion classes. Striker, Mystic, Hash, even Sork is now really tanky as well. There are classes that
$10,000 USD to get 2 shots by PvE and kill no one in PvP. Worst mobile gotcha ever. Lol.
Why would you tell me that? I did do that. That was toxic. Literally, bro. That's how I feel. Like, what the hell did I do this for? I can't kill anybody. Anyway, yeah. This is I forget what I was saying now. He completely derailed my train of thought. What did Vessel just say? Hold on.
Evasion times and capped PvP.
Right, evasion. Yeah, so the classes that scale naturally with evasion are also now super tanky because they've got a lot of evasion with the Adonia armor on, and they can build DR as well, and their natural evasion is going to be amplified, right? So people are going to have to wear accuracy crystals to counteract that, but they've also got a tremendous amount of DR now, so they can just stack DR and have no issues. The classes like Hash, Sork, Striker, and Mystic don't have to worry about this. They can just build whatever the they want. And you just can't kill them. There's literally there's no way to kill these people.
ruined cat PvP
Sork is again going that way.
because
So like again, all of the, and you'll notice it's all of the classes that scale really well with evasion, and it's because they're evasion classes that are building DR, and it's because they can do that now because they have flat evasion buffs that they're getting from their skills, that they're getting from their passives, that they're getting in general, and this is helping them tremendously because then they don't have to build evasion; they can just stack more DR than everybody else does. Then they've got the best of both worlds. They've got everything. Right. And classes that can't stack evasion are still technically killable, although there are exceptions to this rule, like Berserker, who has a tremendously high health pool, is very difficult to kill. Classes that scale super well with DR, like Berserker, I think Valkyrie, especially particularly Succession Valkyrie, extremely tanky class. You're probably not going to be able to kill a Suck Valk, right? They're also really powerful, but less so powerful than most of the evasion scaling classes.
can't hit evasion people. I can't hit DR people that have too much evasion.
No, you can't hit shit. And
It's
it doesn't
insane.
get better.
So cap PvP is broken. And then so when uncapped is the best PvP you have, and there's so much gear like this in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's renowned 3.0, it's one of those deals where as a PvPer, I can't justify this anymore. I think I like AOS because it's fair, and I'm still gonna play the game on the weekends. But as far as competitive PvP, I think it's over for me, boys. Like I said, the days of a Vessel playing this game over and over again, 8 hours all day, they're all gone. And here's a good example. I really liked the trial of Erythea. Really good content. It made the Devil Rings at least different from this other bullshit. And then they just didn't know what to do in the new spots. They just added Devil Rings. And now they're like, why would you do this? They took it away. You know why? Because it was fun.
Bro, I feel like I'm talking to Morlin right now. Why in the did we remove good content that people were enjoying and were having fun with from the game? Why would you do that? Just rework the content. I think that there wasn't a single person I ever saw on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, anywhere that I've ever, even in Discord, that I've ever interacted with that was like, damn, I hate the trial. I hate the Forgotten Limbo trial, like the trial of Erythea. I hate doing that. No, most people are like, yeah, it was a nice break from grinding. I would just do it after I finished grinding. It was kind of nice. You know, you could get multiple debos, you know, whatever. But like, bro, all you got to do, all they had to do was rework the drop table for it. They just couldn't figure it out. What if the Forgotten Limbo Seals gave you, and this is going to sound crazy, Cron Stones? What if it gave you 1,000 Cron Stones? Ooh, big spender. Oh, wow. We couldn't do that, though, because that would hurt Perlibus's bottom line. Whoa! How about gold bars?
It was one of the only fun things to go do in the game that could get you even more money than you were supposed to get.
You have overwhelming evidence that they were RMT by themselves, no other involvement. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I've only done the trial at the White Yetis. Is it similar? No, that's different. He's talking about Jade Forest. No. They're two different. They used to be the same thing, but then they reworked the Forgotten Limbo Seals. As far as I'm aware, the old one is still there.
Instead of getting 2, I could get like 5 or some shit.
Why would you say this? Why would you say that? Why? Stop shooting at your foot. Aim, reach for the star. 1,000 Cron Stones is 3 bill. I'm not being unreasonable. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Stupid people. Every time they have a good idea, they take it out of their game. And none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, let's with no wars. That's smart.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hopefully they add PvP back into the game. I'll be around to laugh. Like
all-in-one preset sucks. What we all thought the all-in-one preset was gonna be was the click one button and all of your buffs and everything is ready. You're grinding. You're literally ready to grind. You're good. What we got was Oh, it'll change your pets. You can change the auto pop, but it won't pop the bus for you. Well, can you turn on the loot scroll? No, you can't. Bro, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Literally, players talking to Perlibus about the all-in-one preset. Oh, we're getting all-in-one preset? Oh, can we pop our loot scroll? Oh no, you can't pop your loot scroll. That's crazy. Well, we can auto pop our items though, right? Whoa. Yeah, no, it's not gonna pop those for us. Okay, but I won't ever forget my Vel's heart again though, right? It'll turn on my alchemy stone. Okay, well, what can it do? Well, it can change your skill presets. Well, okay, well that was like a 3-second. All right, well, what else can it do? Can it take my pets out for me? Yeah, I could take your pets out for you, but it's not going to change any of the agility on them. So if they're on minimum, oh, okay. All right. Well, what it turns on Agris though, right? Surely it remembers Agris. It does remember Agris, right? You remembered to include Agris. What the is wrong with you people? This is a total failure. It's a total failure. Total failure. I could keep going. Bro, like what if your artifacts are tagged? You know? Like what if your artifacts are tagged? Oh, can't equip those either. That's useless. That's useless. Totally. Holy shit. Bring back the other bald guy. You. I love you. I am indifferent and love you all differently. Well, not indifferent. I do just love you all differently based on how much money you've given me. That is what pay to win feels like.
That guy from The Simpsons, if they actually do. And we're gonna I'll probably try and find some VODs, some sorts of VODs, and make fun of people and or give them props throughout the week. Because I personally, I'm gonna be tired from work. I still love this game.
Poor Vessel, bro. Bro, what? You mean Bald Squadron? That shit was crazy. That shit was wild. Poor Vessel, dude. This is literally the epitome of I'm tired, boss. You know? Like this is the vibe.
I want to give it my all, but it's cooked, boys. I gotta step back and just watch it burn, or I'm gonna be stressed out. Y'all know how I am. I'll pull out my notebook and start writing an autistic rant right now, and I don't got time for that shit. Chat. Twitch doesn't want me to do that. Y'all don't want me to do that, Twitch.
I love Vessel rants.
Well, wait, yeah, no, they like it when I do it in Notepad. Never mind, they do want me to do that because then they get the but never look. It doesn't matter.
My favorite is when he writes it down on like not even a notepad on the computer. I want to see that chicken scratch looking handwriting.
Look, YouTube, y'all probably look at this. I guess what I'm saying is the game isn't worth losing sleep over. And it's been a run, boys.
And it used to be worth losing sleep over, and that's what's bullshit.
If you want to watch me, I'll still be live on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll have an exact schedule soon. In the meantime, expect me not up super late on Fridays, and streaming earlier in the day on Saturday and Sunday. Because as Nero pointed, I can make faster progress with swiping now. But
told you. I was like, bro, I think he came to the realization that like if he just gets a job, he'll literally have more gear. Like straight up.
That's not how I've played the game. I used to pride myself on being a free-to-play player that was better off than a lot of the non-free-to-play players.
I used to lose sleep over BDO because the partner program made us stream 65 to 80 hours a month. okay, let's be honest. There's some of the partners that they literally just feel like they cannot remove, because if they remove them, then they don't have any partners that are able to do anything. Like there's like 4 partners that carry the entire program. All of the rest of them are basically just lazy losers.
Like the people who did swipe. So I feel like it would be just disingenuous to my account that was always supposed to be a free-to-play account. So yeah, that's just about it. I've rambled on. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, YouTube. If you made it this far, please like, comment.
Typical Vessel. He cut his own plug off. You retard.
I've rambled on. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, YouTube. If you made it this far, please like, comment.
God, I wish I could say that he did that intentionally. There is no way he did that intentionally. He's just retarded. Oh God, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel like going on and on with BDO makes me think of what I'm doing. I'm wasting my life like this. It's insanity. Well, here's the thing. We are wasting our life like this. Like make no mistake. But it used to be that we felt that our progression actually felt super valuable and the game wasn't super monetized. Like, take care, big dog. I'm in the same boat as you. At the end of the day, it's all content. I genuinely like watching your streams from time to time. I don't blame anybody for wanting to close the chapter. I actually came back recently and enjoy Cap Node Wars a bit, but like you said, the devs just shit on a good idea always. Stay blessed, man, and thank you for the years of content. Look at all this love, bro. Look at all this love. There's Saiku. Welcome to retirement, buddy. Saiku, you haven't played BDO in forever. Don't forget, honestly, that's a fair statement then. Don't forget they made our distos useless because you can't even enter the new boss fight without full Karazhan. Yeah, they saw Baldy recommending people to grab distos and they just said absolutely not. And I did say they're going to retcon it the moment that I recommend this. No question. They're immediately going to change something about it and they did. They literally added an AP to the earrings. Always preferred enhancing myself, but not having the option to grind or buy in-game gear anymore is horrible. Permacron Stone Hill. Yep. That's life. That's life. Yeah, I think I do think that BDO it could be in a better spot. I do think that Adonia has us up pretty hard because the expansion is fun for at least a lot of us, but like the problem is I think that once people hit this point where like they've got their shit, they're just gonna basically they're gonna realize that they have nothing left to do. Yeah, no reason to play the game, which is scary. No, please keep playing. Please keep playing.